How's it going, guys? Nihilus Flesh here, and today I'll be bringing you some Star Wars Battlefront gameplay. First part will be Drop Zone on the Rebel Depot, and the second part will be Walker Assault, also on the Tatooine map. The reason I wanted to make this video is I wanted to talk a little bit about the hate that this game has been getting, and my thoughts on it, how I feel about the game. And then I also kind of want to do a little review. I played for about 40 hours now, and I think that's enough to give a good review of the game. So I'll start off with the hate that the game has been getting. If you guys are paying attention, you know the reasons that people are hating on the game. One of the big ones is it's published by EA. Everybody hates EA, they're the devil. People don't hate them without good reason. EA has done a lot of things that I don't like. So I understand why people dislike them. But they do make some good games. And I do enjoy some of the games that they publish. Besides this game, I love BioWare. So I'm a fan of both Mass Effect and Dragon Age. So those are both published by EA. So, back to Battlefront. People are comparing it to the old Battlefront games that were on the PlayStation 2 and the original Xbox. And how this game has a lack of content compared to those games, which is true. I can't really dispute that. It does have overall less content than those games. One thing I would say about that is that today's games have a much bigger budget. It takes a lot more time to create everything for the game than it did back then. I'm not saying that's an excuse, I'm just saying that's the reality of the situation. It takes a lot more money and a lot more time to make these games that are coming out now compared to when Battlefront 1 and 2 were released. It's just a different era. Costs have gone through the roof. The fact that we're able to still buy a game for $65 is actually pretty impressive, considering how much more money it takes to make these games now. But a lot of people are saying the gameplay is also shallow, which it kind of is. The game's not super complex. It's pretty simple and straightforward. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Now, in my opinion, a game can be simple and straightforward and be a lot of fun. Take, for instance, the original Gears of War. Very simple game, not a lot of weapons. Just two teams fighting for power weapons and control of the map. And it just works. Like, to me, this game was a lot of fun. And it just works. And that's really all there is to it. But that's really all I have to say about the hate. Now I'm gonna go over and start my little review. Now, I was hyped for this game as soon as it was announced that it was being made. I became very excited for it. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I watched all the movies. I played a lot of the Star Wars games, probably not all of them, but quite a few. And a lot of the games really haven't been very good, especially recently. I was like, back in the day, I loved Knights of the Old Republic games and the Jedi Academy. That game was fantastic. But in recent years, there hasn't really been a great Star Wars game, and I think this game is a step in the right direction. And I look at this game as buying this game as an investment in the future of the series. I want to see more games in this franchise. I want to see a Battlefront 2 and a Battlefront 3. And I want them to continue it and see what they can do. This game is like a foundation for them to build off of for the future of the series. That's the way I look at it. As for the game itself, I mean, we'll start with the graphics. I mean, the graphics are fantastic. This is one of the best looking games that I've ever seen. It's really great. The environments, the characters, everything. It just looks fantastic. The sound is even better. The sound is incredible. Those two things together, really bring you into the Star Wars atmosphere, and that to me makes the game very enjoyable to play. As for the gameplay itself, gameplay to me feels really good. Like, it's smooth, the frame rate is really good, a solid 60 frames per second. Controls feel really good, aiming and shooting feels good. I like the idea of the star cards. That's a little different approach to unlocking different abilities, things like that. I enjoy that. And honestly, I think this game is just really fun. Even if it's lacking content, for me, what's there is really good. And I can't wait to see more. If I had to give the game a score, I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. And that's just because of the lack of content. But the content that is there is really good in my opinion, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. I can't wait to see what they come out with the expansion packs. Probably the first one will probably be early next year. I'm very interested to see what they do with that. Yeah, like I said, 8 out of 10. I love the game, having a lot of fun with it. I recommend for anyone that's interested in the game but not sure if they want to buy it. If you're on Xbox One, like me, you can get EA Access for a month for $5, and then you can play a trial of the game for 10 hours and see what you think. After that, if you like it, you can buy it. But that's really all I have to say. Thank you guys for coming and checking out the video, and I'll see you next time.